Hi, my friends and interested parties and co-riders on this kind of merry-go-round that we're on. uh, the update today is that it was my first full day on the lung list and waiting for my donor. And while we're making this video, the phone could ring with the news that a lung matches me and is going to be available. And the team's going out from the hospital to go do the surgery and get it. So, it's going to be that much of a surprise. No idea when the call's coming. You know, you're going to win the prize someday, but you have no clue when the call's going to come. So, I was excited last night and I didn't sleep all that well. So I was tired today, but also keyed up because I found out yesterday that they do these tests to, all the things that they've done to see how I'm doing. And then some of them get put into what's called the lung allocation score, or LAS. And my LAS is serious enough that it turns out presently for this transfusion center, I'm top of the list. So if there's a compatible lung, it's coming to me at this point. No question. So I had to crack up today because one of the things in this whole preparation time, one of the reasons I've been doing a lot of the exercise I've been doing and a lot of the just preparation work and trying to stay strong and trying to lose weight and all of this was, I thought, so that I could pass this 6-minute walk test. And they wouldn't give me an idea. They couldn't, but I didn't know what was going on. I thought maybe it's a big secret. So they don't want any other people out there who need lungs cheating if they know too much about it, or I don't know. I'm just such a weirdo. So I got online, as I always do, and I did my research about 6-minute walk tests. Well, I found out that 6-minute walk test results are relevant to survival from lung transplants. And my pea brain that looks at everything as a competition, and if someone's going to put a hurdle in front of me, I'm going to kill it, or I'm going to be the best one in the class. It's really pitiful. It's just pitiful. I'm 64 years old. I should be beyond this by now. But so I synthesized what I thought was the information I was missing, and I decided that I was going to have to do this ridiculous amount of walking in 6 minutes. It was so unrealistic. And I just was beating myself up for the last several months because I knew I couldn't make it. And I'm all, I got to lose more weight. I got to exercise more. This isn't going to be good. And driving myself crazy, as I often do, with things that are completely assumptions on my part. So I was just cracking up today, really cracking up, because the way that the Lord teaches me things is just so hilarious. Hilarious. What a sense of humor the Lord has in how he works with us. So, here I am. I've got all this information. I could tell you anything you want to know about a 6-minute walk test, except that the purpose and the process for the 6-minute lung test for the lung allocation score is completely different than the purpose and the process of the 6-minute walk test that my pulmonologist has done every 6 months or so in his office, where he's giving me as much oxygen as I need and letting me use a walker and encouraging me to go as far as I can, but also to rest. And it's an assessment to see what you're capable of in terms of walking. And it's very specific to just you, how they set it up, okay? So they come yesterday morning to do my 6-minute walk test for my lung allocation score. And I found out by reading the report today that I had a couple numbers mixed up. I thought I heard the respiratory therapy gal say I had to be at 6 liters, but I think what she was talking about was 6 minutes, and then it turned out that it was at 15 liters. Well, I was like, but I won't be able to walk at all on 15 liters. Right now, walking, I'm using 40 to 55 liters. And she's like, it's okay, it's all right. This is for, this is the conditions of the test, and it's going to be just fine. We just want to see how far you can get before you drop below 80%, which is getting down there pretty considerably. So, number one, my oxygen deprivation panic starts to kick in. So I'm all nervous, and they're getting everything set up, and they're planning on putting me on 15 liters and having me be able to do anything. I think that's what's going on, is that I'm now going to fail this test because at 15 liters, I can't even walk. So they get me all set up on the 15 liters, and I'm sitting in bed, and they say, okay, swing your legs over the side and stand up, and we'll see how it goes. Well, I swung my legs over the side, and she said, okay, we're done. And I'm like, what? I'm not even on the floor yet. I'm sure I can at least stand up and take a couple steps before I pass out. And she's like, no, that's it. That's all I needed. Just swinging your legs over the bed. You went below the point at which we stopped the test. And so I was like, what on earth was that all about? And then it occurred to me, a 6-minute walk test on a group of people with an issue with their lungs in order to decide which one is more serious, you'd have to use the same amount of oxygen for all of them. So they pick 15 liters. They test everybody who wants a lung transplant according to that measure, and they find out how far you can walk. Well, the reason I'm number one on the list is because I couldn't even get my feet to the floor. That's why. Because I measured as the most serious one in this region right now. So it wasn't about passing the test. And I'm like, so all my prep to try and actually do better on this test, and that's it. And she goes, yeah, congratulations, you failed. And I just started laughing and laughing and laughing, because never did it ever occur to me that the goal of a test was to fail. I'm still laughing about that. So, thank you, Lord, for letting me put myself through torture for several months over being able to do this walk test. And all the time, I didn't even need to pass the test. It was better to fail it, But what it did do is, for as crappy as my breathing is, my muscles and my spine and my core strength and my balance are all very good. And it's going to make the whole post-surgical period easier, because I studied my buns off for the wrong test. Isn't life funny? That's my update for today. I'm just sitting around waiting for a lung and napping whenever I can. Yeah, and walking a couple times a day, and using my hand weights now and then, and trying not to eat too much and gain weight so that I go back over the limit before the lung comes. But everybody's saying, eat more protein, eat more protein. And I'm like, you guys, you're stuffing me full of food. I'm going to start hiding it in my napkin and throwing it away. I'm full all the time. But I haven't gained anything, so. But I do have to talk to them about it, because the lung people want me to keep losing weight, and the dietary people say, eat, eat. So we're going to have to resolve that. But anyway, minor problems. The biggest impediment to my own peace of mind is me. But the Lord's working on me. Love you guys. That's tonight's update from the Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center pre-transplant unit. I don't know what it's called, but I'm here and I'm pre-transplant. So I think it's just called a medical unit, generic medical unit. But I'm in my little Candyland zone, laughing at myself as always. Alrighty. Happy Sunday tomorrow. God bless you all. And I'll try and come up with more funny stories to tell you. They happen all the time. Alrighty. Love you. Bye.